Okay. My lighting in here is awful. Let me... I haven't messed with my camera in like a long time. Let me, edit that for a moment. For video. Oh, I definitely want that on. Oh, hey there. Yeah, it took me a minute to find one that I really liked, but I'm quite happy with it now. My exposure too high? Is that what's going on? Oh, that's... Actually, that's a little bit better. We'll leave it there. That's good. I just don't... I didn't like how blown out it looked. Okay. How's it going? Aw, man. Okay. Allergies are kicking my butt right now. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh yeah? That's cool that you got the same shirt. Oh, Mason, that's gotta suck, especially given your line of work. Speaking of, did you hear anything back about that audition you did? Pickle. I don't know if you got to see the final result of this that we were working on. This. Finished this guy up the other day. There's our completed sword. Oh, it might help if I did this. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we finished up our sword. Added it to the scene here. I think it looks really good right there. Yeah. Is it like a chest cough? Or is it more in your throat? So, I've decided I'm gonna go with this one for the illustration. It just has the kind of movement that I want in it, and I'm gonna kind of be referencing Riot Games, like League of Legends style splash art. That's what I'm going to be referencing, trying to replicate that kind of look. We'll see. This will be my first time doing that kind of artwork. It's going to be a trial and error process. We'll see how it goes. More in my throat, maybe a tiny bit of chest. No soreness or phlegm with it, just a weird dry cough. That sucks, man. Sorry. I'm just having like major congestion issues is what I'm having. Between that and like runny nose, just like it sucks. So I do apologize if you hear lots of sniffles and kind of gross nose noises throughout the stream today, because they're hitting me pretty bad this morning. Yeah, that will be really cool. I actually pulled up. I have just a couple of references for things that I was kind of looking at that sort of fit the bill. Load this one. Wait, what? Those references are gone. Why? Okay, well, all right. So I guess we're gonna go grab some more references real quick, just so that I have them. You don't need to see my website stuff. Well, we'll start with. I'm gonna start with grabbing a few Dave Greco things, because he does that same kind of style artwork. Might have to do some fan art soon. I feel like I would enjoy painting character. Something that fits the bill a little. With a little. Did I ever show you this, Mason? He did like a piece of official artwork for, I think it was one of their comics. It's a comic cover, I think. I'm not positive, but pretty cool. You know, something I'm realizing, he doesn't draw very many, like, very active poses. Like, there's not a lot of motion in a lot of his art. Like, characters still look kind of dynamic, but it's not like... Like, if I go to Google and I look up Splash Art... you know, you get stuff that's more like this, that's got, like, lots of, like, flowy movement in it. There was one that I had found yesterday that I really, really liked. And it was a League of Legends splash art. But I can't remember the name of the characters, so it's going to be hard for me to find, probably. Or even something like this, like, she's standing relatively still, but she's at such a, like, an aggressive angle, that, you know, you get this sort of, like, sense of dynamism in the piece that wouldn't normally be there otherwise. You know, here's another one. Oh, that's really cool. So maybe I'll just do LOL splash art. Maybe I'll find the one I had yesterday. Man, it would actually be kind of cool to work for Riot. They've got really good artists. I could learn a lot from their artists. Being the one that I was liking. I'm upset that those didn't save now. Because I was going to reference kind of the way the movement works. Okay. I just saw your message about it being one of the people. That's cool. Well, shoot. Let me just see if I can find something kind of comparable. That's kind of cool. Let me drag this. I need to do stuff like this more. Take my own, like, reference photos. Now I'm kind of wondering if the one I had actually was a League of Legends. I'm not even seeing that character in all of these like images anywhere. That's also interesting. Oh, that's really small. Dude. Bigger. Oh, was that the same one? Oh, it was. What? I'm confused. One thing I could reference Dave for kind of a mid background. Not quite like that. I'm kind of maybe leaning something a little more impressionistic, like less um less actual like background like environment and more like let's see, actually these lines this is like kind of abstracted. I mean, the background in this one's kind of abstracted as well. I have that reference already. Yeah, here's another good one that's like kind of abstracted as well. We'll pull that one up, and then I'm just gonna kind of get going because I could sit here and look at other people's artwork forever and never work on my own, and that's not a great way to get stuff done. So let's make this full screen. Okay, so I'm going with this guy. So I am going to starter that. Going to merge these two players. That. All. I'm kind of unsure how far off screen I should make the sword. I do know that I want it at least partially off out of view. Or should I just... No. We should probably be able to see some of it, right? Probably like that. Okay. Yeah, so you'll see it. can minimize my screen window. Okay. So we're just gonna kind of start laying in real rough stuff. Got kind of get this out here. I am not feeling this music right now. Okay, Liz. Try to make sure I don't get too bogged up in tiny details. You can. This takes practice. I am of the opinion that anybody can do art. Just takes the requires that you just want it enough to go for it. Okay, so one thing we are gonna do. Well, there's only one way to fix it. Just give it a go. Like, work at it, practice, study the world around you. Like, it's hard work. It's not easy. You have to spend a lot of time doing it. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, it does take a lot of work, but if you really want it, just go for it. Yeah. Photography's cool. I don't really have an eye for it myself. Mostly because I haven't practiced. But I really there's some real damn cool photography out there. I actually forget, Pickle. Are you a person that I know? When I say I know, I mean in real life. Winky face. I don't know how to interpret that winky face. Alright. This is definitely bad. Let's play a game. I mean, I know of one person through my entire life that has ever been referred to by the name Pickle, and it was Dylan. Okay, that answers my question then. Let's keep that long. Okay, this is where having hand reference would be really handy. Let's see. Take a reference from that angle. My phone, my camera. How've things been, by the way? I obviously haven't been to Montana in a very long time. Let's see. This would be the gloved hand. see if we can buff in. Definitely don't like that shape. Are you still in Montana? Three and a half years. Cool. I'm in Utah. Came up here for school, came down here, up here, whatever. You know what I mean. And sort of never ended up leaving. Maybe a little. That's better. Haven't really had much desire to go back, honestly. There's sort of nothing in Montana. Like, no opportunities, really. Like, I sort of an a growth wasteland, in my opinion. Well, originally I was going to do English education, but I changed my major a few times while I was there. I switched over to the graphic design courses at one point, and then realized that graphic design just wasn't really what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this kind of stuff. So I took drawing and painting classes to get a bachelor's of arts in drawing and painting. I didn't end up finishing because I got divorced and financial stuff got kind of difficult. And then shortly after I met my current wife, I did an online course, an 11-month online course for concept art and illustration at a school in Australia called CG Spectrum. And now I'm just trying to make enough of a mark, get noticed well enough to do freelancing artwork and illustration for people. The getting noticed part is the hard part, and I'm not getting noticed a lot at the moment. And it's big. I'm going too slow and I'm focusing on too many details. I need to reference back to my design a little bit. Let's get rid of these. I have some of the leather bits to get. Figure out where to put his chest. That's the year we had to get out of there. You're definitely putting out some good AR keyboard. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be more socially active. I don't know if you're on TikTok right now, because TikTok's so big. I'm hoping to gather a large enough following to start getting noticed on there. So you could look for me on there if you wanted to. And of course, I'm on Instagram and I post on Facebook from time to time. But I do try to stream every weekday in the mornings. So any amount of viewership helps, because Twitch ranks viewers or puts you in the listing on the channel list based on how many viewers you have. So the more people I have watching, the more likely it is to get me to get closer to the top, so I can get noticed. Let's see. I actually don't know right off the top of my head what my handle was. It's at Blake Mecklenburg Art on TikTok. Hey there, Yeet. How's it going? Welcome. Go back to this. I'm doing good. Is Yeet Zero someone you know, Mason? Thanks, man. That's I appreciate it. I definitely do. It's Art's just like a super competitive market. It's tough. It's tough to get noticed. There's a lot of people who are really, really good. Oh, you're just being a friendly person. Okay, I was just curious. Yeah, this is a safe space for everybody. I I'm I'm part of that group, and I want everyone to feel like they're welcome. And definitely know that you're welcome to be here and hang out and chill. Oh, and thanks for the follow. You do any art, Yeet? Let's see. I'm struggling to get this leather bit in here in a way that like makes sense in my brain. Oh yeah, what kind of artwork do you do? Okay, let's just kind of rough in some really really disgusting shapes, but maybe I can make it work. That is a really disgusting shape because prospectively it doesn't make any sense. There we go. I feel better about it. And stuff. Haven't quite gone out of my comfort zone yet. Cool. Do you do digital or traditional? I really like digital. I feel like I can't draw. I can't draw for shit on paper. I feel like um, there's a flexibility to digital art that I really like. Plus, the tools are really powerful, so you can do all kinds of really neat things with it that you just kind of can't do with physical artwork. Um, Gotta figure out what I want to do with this hair shape. Maybe it would be best if I had it kind of up a little bit more. Been a wild day for you. How so? I don't know if I like that shape either. Kinda can have this like come back here and kind of like redirect the eye back around here to the center of the face. I think that's a good idea. I'll have to figure these shapes out a little. Right now, it just kind of looks like a mess. But that's what the stage is for, is just being messy and playing around and like throwing stuff down. still feel like that chest is not in the right place. It's gonna be like back here. That makes sense. What do we think? Posture looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't have his tail in there. Ah, just got your follow notification, Dylan. Thanks. So you said it's been a wild day, Yeet. How so? Maybe you're typing. Maybe you've got like an entire novel in progress in the chat already. I definitely want to get the tail in there somehow. Am I gonna need to maybe pull the camera back a little bit to get that in? Figuring out if I want it to like wrap around. I mean, this is really long. This isn't how long his tail actually is. The movement's probably more important. Well, at first it was a pretty normal day, but when I came home from school, my friend called me. He never called, but it was apparently moving away, and they can't take their cat with them. Asked if I was up to adopt her. First, I had to ask my parents, and they surprisingly accepted. Cats are fun. I have 4 animals. 4. That's a 5. This is a 4. I'm looking in the wrong place. This is a 4. Aspen. Hi. Hey. Wanna say hi to the chat? Hey, come here. Come here. Hey. Can you jump up? Can you jump up? Hey. Come here. Come on. Hey, give me a hug. Aspen. Aspen. Aspen, come here. Come here. She's not going to. So I have 2 dogs, a cat, and a snake. They're a ton of fun. Sometimes incredibly annoying, but you know what? You live with anybody long enough, eventually they're gonna be annoying. Dylan, I am using a... I just did that. Well, it's probably a little bit different that this particular cat just needed to be adopted. Normally I get him out at the end of my stream, but he just started shedding. Well, he's getting ready for his shed, and he's like, they get pretty like agitated and like frustrated during that time period, so it's best not to mess with them. So I won't be able to pull him out for probably about another week. Anyway, going back to Dylan's question. So I'm currently using a pre-built. I had like a big gaming rig, but the motherboard, not the motherboard, the CPU just like crapped out on me, and it's at the time that it came time for well, I guess actually the CPU crapped out and then it like fried the motherboard, so it doesn't really work. And so I needed to get a new one, and so we just like went all out and bought like a beefy computer. And so I'm running a It's a Dell. It's just a little thing, but it's got like custom stuff in it. It was like $1,500. Got an Intel Core i7 CPU, and then the graphics card is can't remember right off the top of my head. It'd say in my NVIDIA app. Yeah. I probably wouldn't ever move if I couldn't take my animals with me. That's kind of a deal breaker for me, I think. I like my animals too much. Oh, Aspen. Belly rubs. Belly rubs! Apparently I haven't updated the NVIDIA app in a while. He's a ball python. We've only had him for... We just got him recently. We've had him less than a month. So this is his first shed with us. So I'm playing it pretty safe, just trying not to make sure that he doesn't have any issues. No, go away. Okay, I wish I knew right off the top of my head what is happening. I hope that didn't mess up my stream. Everything okay? Everything's fine. Okay. And where is it? Because honestly, I should know this. I should just know this. Okay, well, I'll go look at it here. The device manager will show it to me. It is a display drive. It's a GTX 1660 Ti. But I needed something fast. I didn't have time to like pick out individual parts and build it myself because without it I can't do the artwork I want to do. And so I got this, and it's literally the fastest computer I've ever had. I'm shocked sometimes how quickly a lot of my games will load, which it has the added benefit of being like a powerful gaming machine too. But like a really strong GPU is like super important for digital art, especially if you want to be able to use lots of layers and visual effects and stuff. And then I also do like 3D on some of my paintings, like if I pull up, where is it? Folio. This one. So like this one I did maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. Has like I overpainted a a 3D gray box that I created myself. This here, and so it took it takes a fair amount of GPU power to mess with photo textures and deal with tons of layers on a scene like this, and my old computer honestly couldn't handle that kind of stuff very well. So yeah. So having that kind of flexibility is really nice. And yeah, I like that painting. There's some things I definitely don't like about it. Things that I would do a little bit differently. I think the scene is a little too non-dynamic, but I mean, it does the job. It's part of the reason why I'm painting this one right now, is to get a little bit more movement and dynamism in my work. Mostly just because I need to be able to cater to a market, freelance market, that's probably going to have me doing things like illustration rather than character design more often than not. And so I need to have artwork to show people that is illustrative in the way that people would want it to be, I guess, for lack of a better word. I feel like I'm saying a lot of things without really saying anything, but here comes the allergy cough. Dang it! I'm trying to figure out what to do with this tail. Maybe I make it go off camera and come back on? No. That's too much. There's too much information right there. I need to not, like... So yeah, every once in a while you'll also see me play games on stream. That'll be usually later in evenings on like Saturdays or Thursdays, because those are my days off. Maybe after I get off work, most days it could happen, because I work a 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. shift at my job, which is kind of a sucky shift, but I deal with it. I mean, when it comes to like project stuff, Apple's great because they keep so much, like, there's not very many hardware profiles. The problem with a PC is that you could have any number of combinations of hundreds of different components in like a Windows PC. But because Apple, and they do this on purpose for the very reason I'm going to describe, because they keep such a strong like thumb on controlling what hardware goes into their stuff, they don't have a ton of hardware profiles, and so softwares like Photoshop and even like 3D sculpting or animation software is able to be optimized much better for them, because they don't have to account for the fact that you might be running a machine that's like complete garbage because you just have parts in it that are garbage. If it weren't for the fact that I like to play games so much, I probably would have opted for something on Apple's product line instead. Just because of that reason. But the fact that I like games means that Windows is literally the only option, because Apple doesn't build their stuff to play video games. However, if Apple ever releases an all-in-one like big monitor that has their Apple Pencil tech built into it, I am 1000% in on that, because the Apple Pencil is the best stylus, most accurate stylus, and the most the most natural feeling to use stylus I've ever used on anything ever. It's amazing. And I'm shocked they haven't tried to tap that market yet. But if they ever do that, I'm 100% in. I will buy that in a heartbeat. You hear me, Apple? I'm on the internet saying things about you. I actually don't think I'm scared to be that. I don't want some like Sephiroth stuff happening. elbow. Shoulder is gonna be raised up like this. Chest is gonna be about right there. So I'm on. This is actually. So this is technically a budget tablet. I'm on an XP Pen tablet. It's the 22R. You go on their site. It's a 22-inch screen. I could maybe. Here, let's take you for a bit of a ride here, real quick. Switch over to here. So this is what I'm drawing on, and it's just one of their styluses. It's very Wacom-ish. It's probably not as high quality as an actual Wacom brand tablet, but it's good enough. I love it. I love drawing on it. I like the space. I used to draw on this, my iPad, until I had this, but eventually it reached a point where it was just like, I want to do more ambitious work, or work that looks a little bit more impressive. And so I also wanted the flexibility of being able to actually like move my shoulder when I'm drawing. Because it's easier to get really fluid moves from the shoulder. If you're just drawing from your wrist, you just get these like really like static I don't know, it doesn't feel very fluid, the lines you're drawing. So is it a screen tablet, or is it just like one of the little graphics tablets that you just set on the desk? I imagine it's probably an Intuos, because I think that's their most prominent line of that kind of tablet. Okay, and then, so I'm imagining this being kind of like forested looking scene. I don't want to put too much detail in the background. I want it to, again, be kind of like impressionistic. So we might like hint at like the idea of the shape of some trees and stuff, but I do kind of also want to get like a hint of, because he's supposed to be guarding Excalibur. You know, maybe the stone back here with Excalibur sticking out of it. I don't know. The Intuos, cool. Yeah, once I graduated to drawing on a screen, I can't go back to those. I just like this too much. I mean, I probably could if I had to. If I was in a situation where I had no choice and I had to draw on one of those, I could probably get the muscle memory back for it, but I don't know. I like the immediate, like, I'm drawing where I'm putting the pen. That relationship with the artwork is really valuable to me. And I feel like graphics tablets like the Intuos are too separated from my artwork anymore. Like, just can't. Bring the tail in. That's what. Of course, that'll point back at this arm, which will bring the viewer back up to here. Hey. Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, like, get an iPad. Get an iPad with an Apple Pencil and just do your touch-ups on like Procreate, or I mean, they even have Photoshop available. If you have Photoshop on your PC, you have access to the Photoshop app on an iPad for completely free just via an Apple Pencil, and like, I've heard that tons and tons and tons of photographers use an iPad for their photo editing at this point because it's powerful enough, and the Apple Pencil is just amazing to use. But I mean, again, that's up to you. Like I said, the only reason I choose PC is because I just need to have the ability to do, you know, 3D modeling, 3D sculpting, shit tons of layers in my artwork. I don't think the odds of that kind of stuff I feel like being super necessary for photography probably aren't quite as high. But that depends. Like, do you just do touch-ups on your photos, or are you the kind of person that like goes in and like changes a ton of stuff about the photos to make them like really artistic? Because I know that like the range of what people will do in photos is pretty big. I didn't see it. iPads are kind of just off my radar right now. Like I said, if they announce an all-in-one computer, like Apple, a Mac PC, a Mac computer that has the Apple Pencil tech built into the screen, then I'll pay attention to them. But at this point, the iPad I have is good enough when I want to do sketching on the go. In most cases, I'd much rather work on my PC for now. It could change my mind, though. They have it in their power. Okay, so... probably, like I said... we wouldn't go heavy in detail. But yeah, if you have Photoshop, you have completely free access to their app on Apple devices, included as part of that. So. Alright, so let's... I'm actually gonna go in here. Oh, I don't want the green. Ooh. Darken the bit. You do lots of editing. Cool. Oh, hold on, getting a call. That's cool. Do you have like a website or something I can go to view those? You won't be able to post the link here in the chat, so you would maybe need to like send it to me some other way. Because I'd like to take a look. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I'm kind of... You know what? That on a multiple. Working up a little bit. Go in highlights in a little bit after. I mean, do you have any way to share them with me? Tell you what, you just followed me on TikTok. Let me just message you real quick. On there with my phone number, and then you can just text some images to me. How does that sound? Because I'd like to see. Always like encouraging others to pursue their artistic endeavors. Obviously, I'm being super fast and loose with this. I'm not like worrying too much about like tons of details. Just everything can be changed. Yeah, you have a good day as well. Catch you in the next stream. Okay, I do think... the heck? Sort of a... overlay. That little light move. A little bit lighter, more. Now his silhouette really cuts off with like shapes. Do what I should do. That with a soft. Okay. Have my airbrush here. let things get a little bit darker over here. Edges. But that'll give me some nice, like, rim lighting. I can. Time is it? Almost 11. I'm gonna take a break here for a little. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I are back. Where did my... There it is. I don't have like a designated location for Rhine Glove, and so I don't know where to put it. I think this is actually a piece I might bother to back more. I think I'm maybe not going to advance past this point for a little bit. Let me just... I am going to do this. Some of these. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna submit this onto the Slack for the school I went to, get some feedback, and just like kind of see what kind of suggestions there are for ways to improve this compositionally. We'll see.